the cartoon series also kind of got me more into Cyclops a little bit. Unfortunately, they really did not do him justice in the movies. They made him look terrible. They didn't do a lot of people justice in the movies. At least in the first movie, he was like okay, but after that, it was like, the second movie, I think he spent the whole movie like being mind controlled by Stryker, and then he was like captured and mind controlled by him, and then the third movie, he just died off screen. It's like, what the hell? They just that's my problem with the X-Men movies. Just that they never made him into.
With a lot of comic movies, it's not followed anything like you would expect anything to be, whether that's on purpose to throw a twist at you or something, but it never works. Like, it's never great. It's never like, oh, well, that was better than the comic. Like, they did such a great job. No, it's just like, damn, that was kind of a letdown. That's the way I feel with the X-Men movies. A lot of people probably hate me for that, but I'm not a fan.
Well, you said you liked the first one.
Yeah, and you know what?
And then one with Nightcrawler, the second one was pretty good, you said.
Well, not the first one. Like, there's the original X-Men movie that came out, and then they did the, what was the one where they like go back in time?
Oh, you're talking about the First Class.
First Class. I like that one too. I liked First Class. A little bit after First Class, series. And then before First Class, 2 and 3 or whatever. Like, it started to fall off so bad that I'm like, it's kind of like not as good. It's just not great film. I didn't walk out of that theater like, wow, I'm so happy I saw that. Meanwhile, a Marvel movie, for the most part, unless it's like Endgame or something, all those movies were really good.
Iron Man 3.
Oh, God.
Let's not get into Iron Man 3.
Iron Man 3, I'm going to say, was not a good flick. I did not enjoy that one, which is a shame. But I can definitely say that. I didn't like that one.
For the most part, most of the Marvel movies are great. Some people don't like the Thor movies that much, but I thought I liked them.
I liked them. I don't think they're bad. I can walk away with a lot of Marvel
Ragnarok
movies.
was the best, though.
Ragnarok was really cool. That was good.
That's definitely my top 3. Easy.
Wonder how this new one's going to be. We'll see.
Oh.
Was it Love and Thunder?
Love and Thunder.
Yeah, Love and Thunder.
Should be cool.
But, well, speaking of which, is there any upcoming superhero movies that you guys are looking forward to seeing?
Black Widow's going to be coming out soon, hopefully, right?
At some point, right?
I don't know. I think the Spider-Man one might be interesting. If they have that Spider-Verse thing going on where they have all the different Spider-Mans. Mm-hmm. That'll be kind of interesting, I think.
Only because, from wrestling to other movies, I get a kick out of The Rock. He's playing
Black Adam.
Black Adam. So I saw that. I'm curious to see what that's about.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so
I think he'd be good as Black Adam.
What's going on? Adam Warlock is supposed to be the one that's hinted at the end of was it Guardians 2 or something like that? I feel like
he's been hinted for forever now.
But he hasn't shown up for anything, right?
Yeah.
So what's the deal with that? What are they doing? Plus, there's the Guardians I keep hearing that are going to come out. There's a lot of Marvel movies like, what is this? What are we at, Phase 4 or something like that? Phase
5?
3?
What are we up to?
I don't remember, 4 or 5. One of those.
That doesn't make a difference anymore anyway.
But I'm waiting to see. Like a lot what I'm hearing from online is like, you might have fallen off the Marvel comic movies since up to Avengers Endgame, and now it's going to be the movies for the next wave of people. But I'm curious to see what they come out with. I don't want to fall off. I like getting together with you guys and sitting down and watch these movies. It's a way to get out there and watch something cool.
No, I love it
as long as they're good.
Right.
Yeah, I could use some more epic Lord of the Rings type movies, though. Let me tell you.
There is rumors of another Hulk movie coming out by itself, right?
There wasn't there?
I know there's a She-Hulk show. Is it a series?
Yeah, a series on Disney Plus coming out.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know nothing about it.
I don't know the character really. I just know of the character.
I have no problem with She-Hulk. I just don't know what they're gonna do with it. You know what I mean? I'm curious to see what they do. It could be cool.
But I think Hulk needs his own movie. Definitely after Endgame. He needs his own movie where he just kicks ass and fucking breaks shit.
The hard thing with Hulk is like if you go back to the comics, he crossed against a lot of people, but he was fighting the military for the most part. Like we had the Hulk movie with Norton, and that was pretty cool. But what do you do with Hulk? Like, what kind of a movie? Like, you need to have... See, the problem with Hulk is, like, if he's already Hulk and you already know the story and he just gets angry and wins, like, it starts from the beginning. So you have to have someone that beats his ass or something. And then he has to find a way to come back out, which they've already done through Avengers. I've watched 2 movies of him being a wuss.
Like what villain do you think he should,
I don't know. But I honestly think that he comes out and goes, I think they need to do something where he breaks his thing from Professor Hulk, comes back, someone dies, something triggers him, and he goes, well, Scarlet Witch and such.
Yeah, maybe that'll trigger him.
And that's Scarlet Witch, Black Widow. So
yeah, that's our Black Widow.
Yeah,
Jesus.
Black Widow. So maybe that snaps him back to angry Hulk, and then they keep hinting at all these X-Men and mutants and stuff. Maybe they do bring across things. Maybe he goes ham, and Logan and a lot of people have to take on the Hulk. Maybe that's the better thing for Hulk instead of a standalone movie. He's like the enemy for most of it because he's just going ham. And it's a great way to bring all these characters. They all see a lot of things like the build-up. Well, you have all these small things, and then all of a sudden, like, they team together against someone like the Hulk. That gives them such validity beyond anything that they take him down and snap him back to reality or something like that. Like, that could be a cool aspect. Other than that, I don't know what villain. It has to be something over the top, though, because it's Hulk, right?
Yeah, I think he's too tough to have. I think it's tough to make a solo Hulk movie.
Unless you just come up with some villain that's just so over the top, too, that they need the Hulk.
Or if he has his own movie, but they add somebody else. Like, it's a tie-in to something else. So, like halfway through the movie. Yeah, like halfway through the movie, it introduces another character that they want in the MCU, but...
Why don't they do it like Deadpool did it? Yeah, Deadpool with Colossus running around, and they're like horny characters with them, but strong. But you have Hulk going around, but they have like other guys with
somebody
him.
to at least to assist him, to add more to the movie rather.
Yeah, maybe someone's protecting from him. Right. Maybe something beat him down where he snapped back, or I don't know. They got to do something.
They could do something.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like he needs to be in a movie with other people. I liked what they were doing with the Avengers movies, with kind of like having him as like just part of the Avengers, right. And he comes out when the big bad comes out, and they really need everybody together.
Or even Thor Ragnarok.
And that
was great for the Hulk.
Him. Yeah,
all of a sudden they're in the arena, and it's like, oh boy,
it was great. Yeah,
that was awesome. But that's the type of character he is for sure. Like he's that guy that like when all else is going on, Big Daddy comes out, boom, and I'm gonna kick ass, and that's what I love. You just smash, brainless meathead smash. You always love that. I know that's me. I love it. Just that idea.
I would love to maybe see a Hulk versus Wolverine. Scene in a movie.
I think that's going to happen. I mean, X-Men is supposed to be coming eventually, right?
Yeah, at some point.
But I think they said that's going to be a long time from now, though. I think Fantastic Four is first, right?
I think Fantastic Four they're working on right now,
right?
They're developing it, so I think that's going to be before X-Men.
See, they could do something like that, and in the beginning of that whole setup is Wolverine gets his ass handed to him, but then comes back because he can heal. And then becomes better from knowing the fight, whatever. And then all of a sudden becomes, I don't think he's going to do it all by himself. He's going to have other people. But I like that whole thing leading up into that. Like he gets his ass handed to him by Hulk, and then Hulk eventually loses or something. Maybe they just team up together against something else afterwards. Like that's another way they could do it, where in the beginning it's them versus each other because of whatever reason, but there's really a deeper, darker threat, which is always the better way to do it. And then watching them team up is kind of cool. So you get a little bit of the fighting. Maybe they both get a little wrecked, and then they team up. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm looking forward to Black Widow. Hopefully that's going to be, hopefully that'll be good.
It's been so drawn out, and I know it's because of COVID, but it's been talked about for so long. Like I know, my mind thinks this movie must have came out like 2 years ago already.
I know. But
like I'm already past it in my head. That's the sad part. Like I'm already past this, and that's just unfortunate. It has nothing to do with the movie either. It's just the world.
Most of the Marvel stuff coming out now is well, let's think about it, right? Thor, Love and Thunder, right?
Mm-hmm.
Black Widow, Spider-Man, or No Way Home. That's supposed to be later this year? No, it's going to be 2020, right? 2022?
22, 23, probably.
Oh, really?
Oh, it's pretty far off.
So
most of the Marvel stuff coming
probably.
out is all shows. That's basically what they're concentrating on, right? And then Guardians of the Galaxy is not going to come out. I know they have that the holiday special is supposed to happen. At the end of the year.
What holiday special?
Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special. It's supposed to be like a holiday special. You remember when they used to do holiday specials? Star Wars had a holiday special, and they used to do that.
Wow, that was a long time ago.
No, but they're coming. Marvel's doing it now.
Yeah?
Yeah, they're going to have some
you
kind
sure
of
about that? I never hear nothing about that.
I didn't know that.
So what does this entail?
I'm not 100% sure, to be honest.
Like,
all I know is it's supposed to be. I guess it's during the holiday. They're gonna have a certain thing. I'm not sure.
Like Christmas, I'm guessing.
They announced it. I don't think they've taught it. Yeah, it's gonna be around the Christmas time.
Yeah, but what is it?
I don't think they
a movie.
I don't think they talked about it too much. To be honest with you, they just announced it. It's gonna.
Oh.
So they have that.
The Eternals movie is coming out too. I think
that's another one.
Probably. I don't think that's gonna be this year. Probably sometime. Probably like around the May-April time of next year, I would say.
I feel like there's even more. Oh, hold on. There was another character that was hinted at too. Something Knight. I don't know. Can't think about it. But it was a prevalent character that was shown in the comics for a lot of different things, and they were hinting at him. I don't know if that's going to be the case, though. So I can't even think of the character. It's something Knight. That's killing me.
Moon Knight?
No, not Moon Knight. Like the silver. I can't think of it.
Yeah, it's directed by James Gunn, obviously.
So what is this? A movie?
The Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special.
What is it, like an hour?
December 2022. So you got a while.
Oh, so next year.
Next year. I don't even know what that means, holiday special. You sure they're just not naming it holiday special, but that's really going to be the next movie? Like it's a play on it? Maybe it happens during the holiday season in
I think
the world.
it would be volume 3 something.
That's true.
They've been going with the volumes for
That's true.
those movies.
I have no idea.
There's not too much about it, but
Let's see if it even happens.
See, that's the thing. There's not a whole lot. I mean, some of these movies and stuff have been announced, but there's no real details about.
Yeah, you want to know why? Because no one wants to freaking do anything right now. They're hoping to get like.
Yeah.
I'm assuming they're hoping for the theaters and the blockbuster movie hits to come back, and not this like if the theater opens up, it can open up with 10% capacity. Like,
Well, one thing we saw just before we went on the recording here was the trailer for that Zack Snyder's Justice League. I mean. It looks like a totally different movie.
I don't know about totally different, but it does look different.
Very different. I mean, the lighting is different. It looks a lot darker in tone and visually darker than the regular Justice League one. The special effects look better. I think Steppenwolf looks better.
What'd you think of the first one? The original one that came out. Let's put it that way. Not the first one, but the original one that came out. You didn't like it, right? So I don't think whatever you're seeing is really going to make you feel better about it.
I haven't even seen it, so
I look, as far as the movie go, it wasn't like the best superhero movie, but I liked it because I like any type of a team up thing. That's just me.
Yeah, I actually got to watch. I want to watch the original. I still haven't watched it. I got to watch the original, and then I want to compare it to this.
Like Batman vs Superman. A lot of people hate it. I didn't mind it. I mean, trust me, Martha. Oh, Martha, that whole thing. Yes, terrible. I'm not gonna lie. That was bad.
Why did you say that name?
Yeah, no, that was pretty bad. But in the end, I kind of liked the movie, so that's my bias on it. Do I think it like played a faithful good part? No, I just took it for what it was and I liked it. So that's just me. Justice League, I took it for what it was and I liked it. I could even watch Transformers take it for what it was and like it.
Don't even start with that.
Well, Transformers, no. That I can't.
I could go on for an entire episode.
But if you don't follow the story.
I feel bad for, I don't know. I think DC, you got to look at those movies differently than you look at Marvel movies for some reason. I don't know why.
Give them a crutch? No. You got to put out a good movie. I'm not going to lie. Look.
I don't know why they can't, man. I don't know why they just can't.
I just don't know what's going on. The fact that the best thing is you're going to redo it with the original director all the way through it's kind of weak in my mind.
Well, it was supposedly already, I guess, the whole thing with it was that there was a second cut of the movie, which was this. That it was already filmed, and I guess when he had to leave and they brought in Joss Whedon, then he refilmed most of the movie. From what I understand, I mean, I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong, please.
Isn't there a director's cut version of a movie you see a little bit more? How many movies come out with like, well, it might have fucked up and this guy kind of sucks, so we'll do it this way because you guys might have wanted to see it this way. Same movie, but totally.
But let me ask you.
Come on.
Well, the fans went nuts about it, like saying, somebody said that there was a Snyder cut, and then everybody was like, oh, we want to see it. And I guess there really was. I thought it was.
I don't understand
joke,
if these scenes were so good, why were they cut in the first place?
Because Joss Whedon had a different vision for the movie.
When another guy comes in,
Zack Snyder, he wanted it his way.
Well, I guess his vision wasn't good.
Well, we don't know actually because we haven't seen this yet.
Yeah, that's right. This is the new clip.
You might watch this one that looks darker or slightly better. You might think it looks good. And you might be like, "Damn, the original one was better." Even though I don't.
If this movie ends up to be so much better, it's gonna make the other guy look shit.
Yeah, that's actually a bad luck.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
That's why I like things like this. I don't think they should do a side off spin off type movie. Yes,
listen, you gotta give these guys. Some of these fans, these really diehard DC guys. Some of them, you gotta give them something.
Yeah, so this is what you do.
You let
You let a dead horse be dead, and you make a new movie. No, you make a new movie that's better.
Just reboot.
Just reboot it all over.
No,
again.
don't reboot it. Make the second one, the next part of the series, and do it better. Do it right, so people go, now you got it right. Look, you can make a Superman movie, right? How many times do I have to watch the same Superman movie because you want to make it better this way, better this way, better? No, 1, 2, progressively just get better through it. You know,
their problem that they ran into was they wanted to do the event, their Avengers right away, rather than build up the movies like Marvel did. They were just like, all right, we did Man of Steel, and then
I know.
All right, we're just
I'm kind of like
that's what I didn't like either. We're just going to hint to them all in pictures at the end.
Yeah. Justice League.
This is how I feel. I'm done with remakes with these Marvel movies. Do what they did with Spider-Man. Just throw them in there and just continue it. You don't have to like the Tom Holland one. They didn't. It's not like they started from scratch. They just threw him in there like he's been part of it all along.
Yeah, he's always been there. There was no origin story.
Right, you don't have to go through. Everybody knows it already. Nobody needs to hear it all over again. So maybe you're right. Maybe they just need to just continue it and just.
Well, okay. So I agree and I disagree. I don't mind. Okay, by the time it takes you to make, say grab a superhero, we'll say Batman, because it's a good one, because that's been done enough, right? So Batman, he gets done in the 80s or 90s.
You're talking
Jack
about
Nicholson's.
Michael Keaton?
Yeah,
1989.
1989. So we're young and we're watching that, right? So that gets done. Some people, kids that are older, once we're older, as that series progresses to 3, 4, 5, I don't know how many of those they made, then they reboot it, right? And they did it with
Christian Bale.
Thank you, Christian Bale. So then Christian Bale, and I liked him too, but it's a different crowd.
Right.
So there is a time and place to do a reboot after years, right? But
it would have to be a certain amount of time.
Yeah,
right?
I think, and that's perfectly fine. But when you're doing something like this, you lay it out, and now you got to do a story. Eventually, I'm tired of listening to the same story. If you cannot do that anymore, make a story, not one movie and walk away. Or you just do it so damn good that you just call it the Joker, and I'm only going to get one movie out of it, but I'm okay with that. You know?
Yeah, but I know.
Joaquin
and that was a
Phoenix,
great movie.
That was a good movie.
That was
It's out there. It's different, but like that's a way of doing it. You know what I mean? Something off the topic, not off the top, but just out of the range. Of
but I almost feel like that movie was so good, and you want him to be a character in like an actual DC film.
You would love it, and unfortunately, he's like what he said he doesn't like doing.
I don't know. It's kind of I heard mixed
sequels.
Things though. I heard mixed things.
I saw something that said they were talking
possibly happen.
They're talking about doing a sequel.
Dude, you know how many people would freak out like if they started doing DC, right? So they got this Justice League going on, blah, blah, blah. And then there's the next villain coming. But what happens when this villain comes here? He kind of like needs someone to get him situated in whatever the case may be. And it's like that Joker appears on the screen.
That'd be awesome.
In a preview.
Cool.
Everyone will freaking go nuts. So that's a good way of doing it. But like build a story. Like see like that. That's a story built for that Joker. Unfortunately, may never happen, but that's fine. But like you build a Batman movie, then you build Aquaman, not after you do Justice League. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think the order they did it was probably the greatest.
Yeah,
like Marvel did it right. Everyone gets a little bit of something, and then they all go together, and now you're pumped.
This is how I feel. I don't know.
I
don't know if I'm wrong, but I feel like maybe DC felt rushed because like Marvel was already ahead of the game. They had the Avengers set up and everything like that, so they had to kind of get this group of, I don't know. But I don't think they needed to do that, though.
I feel like it's this day, like DC has just got the thing where they get funded to make a movie, but they do it like a bad video game. And it's like, okay, time's up. We need you guys to make us some money, so you got to go to screen now. And they just force it out instead of just making something good. Take the time with it.
Take your time with it. Yeah. Listen, I'm sure DC fans, or even us, I mean, we're all part DC fans, too. We like DC just as much as Marvel. But
you know what? You got to look at an investor's hand. If I give you, I don't know, $20 million, and I haven't seen a penny of that come back from you. In fact, you come back from me and say, can I get another 5? And I haven't seen anything come back to me. And it's 5 years, 3 years, 5 years, close to 10 years, that movie has not come out. Eventually, they're like, put something out now. I want money, and don't ask me for another dime. You know what I mean? Who the hell knows what happens behind the scenes? I don't know. But that could be the case. Maybe they just can't get it together quick enough.
Right.
And they force something out. And unfortunately, it's not the way it needs to be. You need to have a good story.
Like you says, they might say, "Oh, okay, I'll give you I'll fund this movie, but when is it going to come out?"
Yeah.
And if they say, if they get like, "I want it out by next year," then what are you going to do? Then you're forced to. You have different directors. You have different. Yeah, I mean, you like you says, you can't line up the characters that much because you never know.
Yeah.
Marvel was just set. That was just so perfect that they already had a plan ahead of time. They had it laid out, and what movies they're going to do ahead of time, so they knew. You know.
So, I hope for more because they did good with Batman. I mean, Christian Bale's good. Michael Keaton's good. I like that. The Batman Superman series, Justice League, it wasn't bad. I like it. I think it could have been done so much more, and they still can if they take the time to do a little bit more. I mean, they just threw everyone Flash and all that. So we'll see. Maybe it'll be one of those things. Well, now that they're together, we see them. Maybe a couple of movies, and maybe we're getting this right now as they're working deeper on something else, and this is just a way to bring extra money in to fund the next one. Okay, I'll let it go. You know, maybe it'll be really good too. We'll see.
Well, they already have a new Batman, right? With a new Batman movie and a new Batman coming out. So I wonder how that's.
Yeah, I seen some pictures
with,
of that and stuff.
I don't know how that's going to work
tough.
out.
You know,
I don't know, man. That could be hit or miss. Bro.
I just go back to I just go Twilight. Really,
Twilight.
Which can't
you can't think of that.
No, I know I can't because then
I think of Heath Ledger and everybody.
Yes.
Oh, dude,
exactly.
Brokeback Joker. I remember that.
Yeah.
Yo, everyone was flipping out like, yo,
dude,
he can't be good.
He was like one of the best.
And it was one of the best. So I cannot say that. You're right. But like, that's what happens. And you know what? Maybe that's a good thing that my mind thinks that because then when I sit down and I watch it, you'll shock the shit out of me. Right. And that makes it better.
Maybe you're not expecting much. So
all I know is it looks really dark, which is good.
It does. It does.
There's no Batman skating on ice.
But I don't know if it was just me or a lot of the scenes
with his nipple suit.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say no bat nipples.
No bat nipples.
No bat credit card.
No purple involved in this and all this crazy.
Was it just me or is it like from the clips and things like that? Doesn't he look a little palish though?
He does look pretty pale.
And that bothers because then I think about the Twilight Twinkle vampire, you know. But he does look a little pale. I can see maybe they're trying to edge their way into not going black and white, but give that grayscale feel to it, like where it's dark, but
like back in the day, kind of look. I mean, the suit looks weird, you know. I mean, it almost looks like back in the day, like the '40s kind of Batman outfit, a little bit, but darker, you know. Like
yeah.
Maybe they're shooting for something, you know, a little bit more retro like that.
See, the thing is, when they bring a Batman out, his villain is always Joker usually in the beginning, but maybe they're doing it differently. What they got?
Well, maybe they're going to lead up into it. I don't think. Yeah,
they haven't said anything, right?
I think I could have sworn I read something about the Riddler being in this.
Penguin's going to be in it. Riddler.
Penguin's going to be in it, and the Riddler, and I don't know who else.
That's interesting. You're throwing a couple of names.
Catwoman's going to be in it.
I just hope. I don't want them to.
She's more like an anti-hero, though.
Yeah.
I don't want them to throw too many in there at one time. You want to lead into other movies and stuff. I don't want them to go too crazy.
But you know, them being in there just could be like because of chain events. You see this person, and something from the main villain does something with Batman that causes, say, Catwoman to go a little scurvy, nutty, whatever you want to call her, and you get that scene, but it's not a big thing. But it's cool because it's in the movie, and now we know why she's going to be the way she's going to be in the next movie. And then who knows with Penguin or whoever else. So I don't know. We'll see. I'm always interesting because, like, I like Batman movies. I know I joked hard on Batman in the cartoons, but when those animes, they are so over the top, they drive me nuts. But we'll see. You know, I'm always looking for a good one.
Is Robin supposed to be in this one? I never really looked too much into it.
Not that I'm aware of.
No, right?
I didn't see nothing.
I'm okay with it.
Because Robin hasn't been in a movie in a while.
You know, they were talking about like doing a Batman Beyond type thing. That could be cool too. If they ever put that together.
That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember hearing about that.
Yeah,
sort
but
of
people,
bringing back all the
people
Batmans.
would love for something like that, but whether that actually happens or not, I don't know. That's more of like fans hoping for something like because it's a cool character with cool stuff. There's a couple of things with that are really good, but
yeah, like Michael Keaton was supposed to come back or something.
Oh,
talking
that was
about
something.
that, like, was it? I don't know if that was the Batman movie or if it's that one that you're talking, or if that was something separate.
Oh no, yeah, you might be because what was it? Batman Beyond is one of them is like Robin, I think.
Yeah, Batman Beyond is in the future, and he's no longer.
The original Batman's gone.
It's somebody else.
Was it that though that I'm thinking of? So maybe that's it. But there was the hint of like Batman being there, which would have been Michael Keaton showing his face, like almost like a passing the torch kind of deal.
That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah. Like it could have been a cool thing. I don't remember which series. I saw so many things with different Batmans. That I'm like, this was over the last year.
There's been a lot.
And then you hear what the fans would like, and then you start to forget because you read so many different things. Was this true or was this a fan thing? You start to forget what's really going on.
What's the theory and what was actually?
You start seeing so many things. But it's cool. I don't know. We'll see.
But yeah, that's about it, right? For upcoming movies. I mean, there's probably more. We just don't remember. But I said a lot of the stuff is the TV shows for Disney Plus. Yeah. That's the main things, right? Right. Falcon and Winter Soldier. Some coming out when? Next month? Or the end of this month? I think it might be the end of this month, actually.
Either the end of this month or next month, I think.
That one's going to be pretty cool.
I don't know.
I don't remember. I know that they have that, and then they have the What If cartoon.
Oh, that's cool.
That's
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, they brought back all the voice actors, all the real actors to play the different characters.
Yeah, what's her name? They have one episode where what's her name is actually Captain America almost.
Yeah, Peggy Carter's Captain America. Then I think they do a Marvel Zombies one too.
Yeah, that's cool.
So that's gonna be interesting to see. Then they have a Loki show.
Oh yeah, I did see that. Loki.
That one's a weird one. He's almost like a detective.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with
that. It has to be some weird thing like WandaVision though, where it's like all like weird.
Yeah.
Like all reality is like all messed up.
Well, he's also the king of illusion, right? So
yeah, that's true too. It could be a fake.
You could be seeing him at one scene, but you know his true form, while everyone else may look at him from a different camera and they fade it out and they look at it, see him some totally different way. You never know how he's going to be. How they do that. As far as Winter Soldier and I don't know. That one hasn't hit me harder. I'm like, oh, I can't wait to see that. I'm like,
yeah, I thought the trailer was all right, but I mean, I'm interested in seeing it. You know, I like those two actors, and I like two characters.
But I'm not pumped.
Yeah, I'm not 100% pumped on it, but I want to see it. You know, I'll probably watch it when it comes.
Yeah,
out,
of course.
But, you know, doesn't have me like salivating.
Yeah.
You know?
What other show? There's something else, right? Or maybe not. I think that's about it. I think that's it show-wise this year.
Eventually there's a Moon Knight show coming out.
Is it a show or a movie?
I think it's a show.
What's that vampire? I think this is DC.
Blade?
Blade's supposed to come out with their own movie.
In the Marvel Universe.
Universe. And then there's that other vampire character. What's his name?
Morbius?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Right.
Yeah, Morbius.
But is that coming out this year?
Damn, see, that's been a while. That's been talked about, too. I forgot all about that. Like,
I know, me too.
Did that even happen yet? Like,
no.
shit.
Don't even know.
Not yet.
That looked actually pretty cool.
Yeah, that did look good.
And he's a villain to who? Spider-Man?
He's in the Spider-Man universe.
Right.
But he's more of...
That's an anti-hero guy.
He's more of an anti-hero type and more hero, I think.
I got you.
I think he's more of a hero. He's a hero, I think, in that one. Mostly hero. Not 100% sure. I don't know Morbius very well.
I don't know either, but I did see that, and I was like, oh, that looks pretty cool.
Did Disney say that the next Deadpool is going to be rated R too? That was announced, right? I think they mentioned something like that. That it's going to be rated R.
They announced that they were working on it, but I don't know if it's going to be straight up rated R or not.
You have to.
I would hope so.
Deadpool, you gotta.
So far, it's been good.
Yeah, I mean it's a money maker.
Do you think he's going to make his way into the MCU?
Well, yeah, I would assume it's probably going to be part of the MCU. I would think.
Is he going to make his way into like a cameo in like an actual one of the movies?
Funny. I mean, we got time for that. Will it? I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, the new Doctor Strange movie too. That sounds weird. Something about the multiverse.
Well, I heard that's the one that you didn't finish WandaVision, right?
I didn't finish it yet. I got the last 2 episodes.
I heard this is gonna go into that movie.
I was about to say the same. Like I heard something about that.
It's going to tie into it somehow.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't seen any of WandaVision, but what I heard on the radio was like, while I was driving to work, the guy was like, so what finales are people, season finales are people pumped for? He's like, because right now, this WandaVision, everyone wants to see and needs to see this. So, like, I'm curious about it myself. Like, I haven't watched any of WandaVision. But yeah, it's supposed to be big. So from what you said, and then talking about entering Doctor Strange, so I'm even if I only hear it through you guys, I really want to know.
And they said the new Doctor Strange movie is supposed to be like almost like a horror movie. It was supposed to be really scary, kind of.
Yeah, something like that. And she's going to be in it too. The Scarlet Witch is going to be in it. It's going to be like a team up, the two of them.
That's going to be interesting.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. They said it's going to feel different than any other movie.
Really?
Yeah, it's supposed to be like a horror almost.
Probably because it's like dark and twisted and worlds. Like they're already giving you the funny side of what happens when you're, I'm assuming with the WandaVision type deal, when you want to create a world of sorts in your own mind. But what happens if you go the other way? And I think that's what it's tying into, because eventually she goes dark, right? So if she goes twisted, then I think it's probably, in my mind, Doctor Strange has to bring her out of it, right?
No, well, I think she gets out of it by the end of this series. Again, I got 2 episodes left, so I don't know what the finale, what the last 2 episodes are like. But I do know that they're kind of hinting at something else going on with her and such in this. She does seem pretty dark, but there might be something else happening that I'm not sure about.
Maybe someone's getting control of her mind.
Maybe. I don't know.
And then that's something they got to fight against. And Scarlet Witch is one of the most powerful.
Yeah. I mean, it kind of seems like they're kind of leaning in that direction. Like at first they were trying to make you think that she was all bad and stuff, but now it's, I don't know. It sort of seems like to me that there's got to be somebody else behind the scenes. I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to try and finish it this weekend and see what happens.
No spoilers.
Yeah. I'll let you know.
And there's this other movie with the Mandarin's going to be in it. What is it?
Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now that's going to be a movie, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a movie, too.
But that's not coming out until 2022,
Legend of the
probably,
10
right?
Rings, right?
Yeah.
Like that, I think
We're going to get some Fin Fang Foom?
Maybe. I mean, Mandarin's supposed to be the villain, so.
We already had the Mandarin, though.
That's right, we did have the Mandarin.
Well, this is the real Mandarin. That one doesn't count.
Oh, my God. That was
This is the real one.
That was so terrible.
Well, they did retcon that with the Marvel short video that came out after that. They did retcon the whole Mandarin thing.
For anyone who's watching here, right? So imagine you spend the money and you drain yourself and you sit in the theater all day to watch, what was it? Iron Man 1, Iron Man 2. Then what comes after Iron Man 2? The Avengers 1. Now you're pumped, right? And then the finale of this thing that you spent money on to watch all these films in one day is Iron Man 3. Now, if you've seen Iron Man 3, you can imagine how, man, I've been in the theater way too many hours. This better be exciting. And that's what you get.
Well,
enough said with me.
There's got to be a bad one.
And he's like dancing. And
oh my God, I was so
like, wait, whoa, what the hell? What's going on here?
I mean, listen,
it was kind of cool with all the suits flying about.
Oh my God.
I mean, there's got to be a bad one out of all, eventually.
This bad in this. What the heck am I watching?
Yeah, they totally fooled us on that one. So I remember being in the theater, with you guys, and I remember I was looking around. And I was like, I thought we were being punked. I literally thought we were being punked. I was looking around like, is somebody going to jump out and say surprise or something? Or like, oh, gotcha. Like, I was like, literally pinched myself. Like, am I dreaming? Like, what's going on here? Like, this is so freaking.
Right.
I was not expecting that.
And
at
I
all.
was fatigued from just sitting through all that. And that's the one I get at the end. I'm like, maybe if I walked in and that was the only thing I saw. But you cannot play that after Avengers. You just can't. Especially maybe
it was bad timing. It was bad timing.
If you watch Avengers, say 3 weeks ago to a month ago, and then maybe watch that, but like 15 minutes early, well, we probably got like a 30-minute break or something. But oh my God,
yeah, it was bad timing. After Avengers,
that was terrible. Funny but terrible.
Yeah.